Alright, I think we are all set for Sadie and Randall to do battle with the Acolytes of the Black, fighting for the possession of this ancient relic. Alright, so first things first, Sadie, if you could hold back the darkness, please. Double 4. Why, that would be a blizzard. The icy chill turns to whipping winds as a blizzard sets in. While in the target plateau, so I guess this is now a permanent effect, a hero takes 1 automatic hit at the start of each turn. There we go, that should remind me. And it's the start of a turn, so 1 wound for Randall. And then Sadie has her outlaw armour. However, the cold penetrates the armour and she takes a wound. The Professor has the highest initiative, so we'll have him activate first. Alright, he's happy just standing there, firing his Colt rifle. 2 shots, 1 critical hit. This will be his corruption-empowered hit, with +7 damage to the die roll. So, very nice that you rolled a 6 there, Randall, but it's capped at 3 because of the Order of the Crimson Hand's endurance. Okay, everyone else is on initiative 3, which means the cultists will now perform their assault. Something like this. We'll have 2 on Randall, 2 on Sadie. So, Colt rifles. We'll have the 2 firing at Randall first. The black die is the wounded cultist. They are hitting on 4s. 1 rifle shot is on target, so let's see if Randall can dodge. He doesn't. He is struck for 5 damage, bringing him up to 10 wounds. And then this cultist performs his melee attack on Randall, hitting on 5s. Ooh, 2 hits. Can he dodge? 1 of them. Alright, that strike deals 3 damage. I'm not too concerned because Randall's maximum health is 23 at the moment. Okay, 2 Colt rifles firing at Sadie. They both miss, very good. And then close combat strikes from this cultist. They both miss as well. Sadie activates. 4 for movement, that's fine, you can stay there. Actually, I'm going to have a back off. We don't need to be in this chamber to claim the ancient relic. All we need to do is resolve 3 exploration tokens, so we can be making our way back as we fight. So let's make an escape check for her. She manages to slip away. How about we try out this new plasma arc? So pistol in one hand, plasma arc in the other. We'll use the black die for the plasma arc. Oh, 2 dice for the revolver. That's not very good, that's fine. We've got plenty of grit. Let's spend a grit. We roll these 2. Still only 1 hit. Alright, she strikes this wounded cultist. We have the authority of Otar for +1 damage. That's 4 damage. The Crimson Hand cultist has a defense of 2. That's enough to take him out. Sadie gets some experience. It's the base 30 for the Crimson Hand, +10 for an Acolyte of the Black. That's 40 XP. I think I'll also have Sadie use the bandages from the Badlands Adventure Gear, since she gets one free of charge at the beginning of every adventure. And she patches herself up, taking away 3 wounds. Alright, it's the start of a new round, so let's not forget the blizzard. It's 1 wound for Randall. And we'll make an armour save for Sadie. She fails. She shivers in the cold. Right, Sadie holds up the old lantern and does keep back the darkness. Very good. Randall activates. Gains a grit, but also gains a wound from the frigid cold. Right, there we go. I'm not liking all these wounds. Let's have Randall use these herbs. He munches on them. Or do you squish them onto the wounds? What do you think? Is it topical? Anyway. We can get rid of 6 wounds. Alright, let's see if Randall can move back a bit. He needs to make an escape test, which he fails. He's stuck there. So he'll open fire with his Colt rifle. scoring 1 critical hit. We'll target that cultist there, and again it's going to cap out at 3 no matter what. There you go, have a wound. The acolytes now perform their assault. Movement 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still targeting Sadie. And these two assault Randall. This wounded cultist fires his cult rifle at Sadie, missing, and then performs his close combat attacks, scoring 0 hits. What a clumsy fellow. And then 2 rifle shots onto Randall, both of which miss. These guys are rubbish. And then we've got 4 close combat attacks, hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Okay, Randall, dodge it. You do. Alright, Sadie. 4th movement. This is an escape test, yes, so she's going to move away, out of the way, run away girl. A little bit, not too far. And then open fire with a plasma arc and a pistol. That is more like it. Right, the plasma arc shot smacks into this cultist, which counts as 2 hits. So we'll roll for damage. 5 and 3. So with the authority of Otar, but with 2 defense, that's going to be 2 damage and 4 damage, which is enough to melt him. And as the plasma explodes, it will also hit this cultist. That's not going to be anything, is it? Let's see. +1 for authority of Otar, -2 for defense. Oh, that's still 1 damage. So yes, good. Plasma weapons. Good against cultists. Then we have the revolver shots, so we'll have 1 on this cultist here, which deals 4, 5, -2, it's 3 damage. That's enough to kill you. And the other shot at this cultist deals 2, 3, -2 is 1 damage. Didn't quite take them all out, but that was really good, Sadie. You can have 80 experience points. Alright, starting a new round, so the blizzard whips at Randall, and we'll make an armor check for Sadie. She is also taking a wound from the blizzard. Let's hold up the old lantern. 7. Now, that is a failure. So 2 things happen. First of all, we need to move a Crimson Hand cult marker along, so we may as well make it this one on the right hand side. And the Acolytes of the Black, although there's 1 wounded Acolyte remaining, gets an extra activation at initiative 8, which is now. So he performs an assault, fires his rifle at Randall. That is a hit. Randall, make your defense roll. You fail, so you've just taken 5 damage. And then a hand-to-hand tussle, scoring 1 hit, which Randall does not dodge. That is another 3 damage. Wait a minute. There should be some extra damage from Zealotry. So I need to add another 4 damage on from the 2 hits. So that's 7 damage. We better top this up. Right, Randall is on 22 wounds out of his maximum health of 23, so the next wound will knock him down, which is going to be next turn, maybe, because of the blizzard. Hopefully we can get a catchy breath in before then. Right, Randall activates. 6 for movement. Let's make an escape test. Oh, he's off and running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to stay in line of sight to make a shot, so that will do. Okay, really only need 1 shot hit to finish this. So, why don't you miss with both shots, Randall? That's an excellent idea. We do have grit we can spend, though. So, aim again. 1 critical hit, which can't not kill the cultist. Boom! 40 experience points. Alright, that's the end of the battle. So, first of all, let's catch our breath. Okay, Randall, you're looking pretty bloody there. So we've got D3, 1 plus 1 for the locket. That's only 2 wounds removed. Right, Sadie, you didn't act, so you get D6. Only 2. So we'll take off a wound and a sanity damage. Randall, take that silly hat off, first of all, and then grab some loot. Coins, $25 worth. And Sadie, you get some cash, $50. Do we claim the void crystals? Nope. And then, most importantly, we claim the ancient relic. So we now have 2 of the 3 ancient relics, so we've won. However, we need to keep playing until the 3rd ancient relic is found by either ourselves or the Crimson Hand. Alright, before we proceed, there's something I need to correct. So this blizzard is not an automatic wound, is it? It's an automatic hit. So I owe each hero 3 defense rolls. So Randall, here's yours. And Sadie passed 2, failed 1. So we need to take 2 wounds off. I must remember that Randall's got this amulet of Kotek. Should have played that when he got shot. Let's crack on with it then. Hold up the old lantern, Sadie. Oh, you fail. Right, we're going to at least try and grab that 3rd relic, even though we don't technically need it. So I'm going to move the Crimson Hand icon on the right-hand side along, which means we need to draw a Darkness card. Savage Attack. So in the next fight, all enemies are -1 defense, but gain +2 combat and shots. Okay. No problem, maybe. Right. Randall, you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does unfortunately land you in the heart of the city with its crackling energy surges. Can't be avoided. So 2 hits for you. You failed them both. Let's use a grit. Failed. Passed. 1 wound. He's going to scavenge. Found something? Maybe? Chilling Dread. Just what the doctor ordered. What you find in the shadows only confirms the doom that awaits you all. So we're going to reveal a growing dread. And unfortunately, Randall's just used his last grit, so we can't cancel it. Randall, what have you done? Alright. Void Surge. The dark stone you are carrying glows brightly as it burns to the touch with an eldritch fire. So 1 corruption hit for each dark stone. And Darkstone item. Right, so Randall's got 2 Darkstone icons here, so this could potentially send him into mutation if he fails both of these. So please make your willpower saves, Randall. Failed 1, so he is now up to 7 corruption. Sadie's carrying 4 chunks of Darkstone, no Darkstone items. She fails 3 of those saves. That would cause her to mutate. I'm going to have her spend a grit. Oh, pass them all. So, resisting the Void Surge, Sadie can now proceed and belts along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ends in the heart of the city, so takes 2 hits. Does not defend either of them, however she does have her armour, and the armour protects her. Just happened, and just start the next round, so up with the old lantern. What's this? So we failed, we have rolled a 1, so that's a grit for Randall. She-hi! And we can safely move this Crimson Hand group along there. They find nothing, I've got the relic, haha. Alright, need a decent movement roll from you, Randall. Well, alright, so there's a wound from the frigid cold. And you know what? I've been forgetting the blizzard, so you need to take 2 hits from the blizzard. You pass both of those, and we'll do 2 hits for Sadie. Fails 1, she's got her armour. She's okay. There's a grit for Randall. Oh, and actually, yes, we'll spend it immediately to get some extra movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. That does not quite get us back into the mine. So we take another 2 hits from the surge of energy. He fails both. Yes, okay, we'll spend a grit. Fails 1, that puts him up to 21 wounds now. Alright, come on Sadie. Oh, what is this? So, rolled a 2, so we've got 1 wound from the Frigid Cold. Let's make an armor save for it. No, she does indeed take a wound. And she gains 2 grit. Right, let's have her spend one of those grit immediately for some extra movement. 3, so 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, back into the mine. We need a name for this runaway girl. How about something boring like Margaret? Come along, Margaret. I apologise to any Margarets out there. It's a lovely name. Margaret's a lovely name. Alright, let's start the next round. And Randall's still in the target plateau, so he takes a hit from the blizzard. He takes a wound. The next wound will knock him out. Sadie holds up the old lantern. A 1 and a 2 again for these darkness rolls, so we need to move a Crimson Hand group along. It's got to be this one on the left hand side now. And She-High's call means that Randall gains a grit. Okay, come on Randall, get moving. When I said get moving, I meant get moving, so you do gain a grit. And that does get you into the mine. And then Sadie. You lot are being so slow. Fine, okay. And wildcard means that Sadie does gain a grit. Next round. Come on, do you want this last relic or not? We do not hold back the darkness. Oh, kind of. We rolled a double 3. It's all over. Double 3 is creeping darkness. The darkness is always searching for a way out. Move the darkness 2 steps forward on the depth track. That means the cultists have claimed the last ancient relic. Now, this does mean that we draw D3 Growing Dread cards. So before we finish the adventure, we'll see if anything nasty happens. 3 Growing Dread cards. Alright, we are able to cancel 1 if we need to. Dread, you shudder to think what lay before you. That moves the darkness 1 step forward on the depth track. Well, all the cultists have finished their search. That doesn't do anything. Powerful Dread. It takes all of your willpower not to simply turn and flee at the sight before you. This is another one that would move the darkness along, so we'll ignore that one. And a Fool's Errand. So this is the one that adds damage to all the enemy's hits. We're not having any more fights, so that doesn't do anything either. So there we go, mission success. We can leave the mine now. Each hero gains 25 experience points and d6 times $100. Now, we didn't collect all 3 relics, so we don't get the bonus mine artifact. Right, Randall, this is for you. And we're making camp outside the mine, so we can clear off all these wounds now. Here we go, same for you, Sadie. And you go on to 1 grit. Right, what's your reward, Randall? $200. I'm using this $1 bill to represent $1,000. And Sadie, whoa, $600. Right, Darkstone Corruption next. Randall, you have 2 Darkstone icons. You take 1 corruption hit. Uek, here we go. You pass your willpower test. You are okay. And Sadie, for you, 4 pieces of Darkstone gets you 1 corruption hit. Your willpower's 5. You take a corruption point. Now let's choose what town we're going to go to. I want to make sure we get something like a docks office or something that can help us with all this corruption. It's nice for Randall to have a bit of corruption, but 7 points is pushing it a little bit. So we're going to travel to a medium town this time. One thing to do before we roll for travel hazards. Our cute little frozen isopod might thaw out, so we need to roll a d6, and on a 1, it thaws and wakes up. We're okay. It's still in its little ice cube there. Right, travel hazards. Alright, you two. Travel hazards, 1 each. D36. So yellow is 10, black is units. Sadie? 32. Plague Church. Approached on the road by a tattered figure in dirty robes. He tells you of a church nearby, beset by a plague of pestilence. Well, we'd love to help. But that sounds very corruption-inducing, and I don't think either of our heroes want any more corruption at the moment. Sorry, fella, it's just not our thing. And I feel bad about that. Oh well. It's only a pretend plague, it's not a real one. Alright. Randall. 33. Harried by HellBats. As the heroes move through the countryside, dark swarms of HellBats follow overhead, swooping down to terrorize them as they go. Right, so these HellBats is a 1 in 6 chance for each Darkstone thingy that they'll snatch it and carry it away. Alright, so Randall, this piece of Darkstone is safe. So what happens here with Runa the Traveller? Do they just take the whole cult rifle? God. Oh no! Randall's cult rifle! No! His bread and butter! It's been snatched away! That, Randall, is called karma for not helping that poor, plague-ridden church. Alright, Sadie, you have 4 pieces of Darkstone, and the HellBats snatch one of them. Before we finish the session, let's find out what kind of town this is and what locations it has. So, we have 9. This is a mining town. We've had a mining town before, so we more or less know the deal here. It always has a general store. Right, here we are. We also have the blacksmith, frontier outpost, smuggler's den, not been there before, street market, and, yes, good, the docks office. Forgot Randall had these exotic herbs. Alright, we'll hang on to them. And what else do we need to do before we finish? Margaret. Let's return her to her worried family. And we get our reward for rescuing her. So both Randall and Sadie gain 2 sanity. So Randall now has a whopping 23, and Sadie on a little bit more stable 11 sanity. There we go, that's it for this session. We will have a nice little town adventure next time. I'll catch you later, bye bye.